What if I told you that you could take a single flat lay photo of your product, say a t-shirt, hoodie, a dress, turn it into a full video lookbook with AI generated models wearing your actual garment in under about 10 minutes. No photo shoot, no models, no studio rental, no $5,000 production day. That's exactly what Higgsfield is doing right now for clothing brands, and most store owners have never even heard of it. So we've done some videos on Higgsfield, but there are some new tools that Higgsfield has released, and you can create studio quality content for your clothing brand, from photos to video lookbooks to some ad creatives. Like, I'll show you 3 workflows that are actually worth your time and money. Let's get into it. So for AI stylists, we're gonna go to, this one's going to be under edit, and then under edit you will see AI stylist, and this one's actually is pretty interesting. So let's upload. They do give you a couple options here with like just a couple just models that are just there. So if you want to experiment with those, which I did, and it's pretty good. But I do want to just add my own model image. Let me see if this will work. So if we upload our own model image in here, this will give us an opportunity to play around with this instead of the ones that they set you up with. So just to know that you can upload your own model images. And then from here, you have a couple options. So you can do male or female. With male, they already have a few outfit presets in here. And then they also give you just all these outerwear pieces and tops and sets, really just for you to experiment with it. But obviously the real magic here is you uploading your product in here so that you can actually create some quick model sketches, I would say, and create different outfits with maybe some of the clothing that you already have. So just to kind of show you like an outfit, for example, let's go with something just pretty different and out there. Let's go with that, and let's just hit generate. Nice, and there we have it. So yeah, it's the exact same. Yeah, beanie, jeans, shoes, even the belt. It actually made sure that the belt is showing by tucking in the shirt, which is just, yeah, just amazing. Just, yeah, Higgsfield, you always surprise me. But yeah, here's the original. Here's the additional model. Obviously, with anything with Higgsfield, again, the beauty of this is that you also now you can use this as reference for using some of their other tools up here. You can animate it. You can use different angles, multi-shot, relight it, recast video, face. Like, you can do so many things, which is just amazing. Something else that I did want to test out here is the ability to, yeah, let's do a different background. Let's do this art piece location, and then let's hit generate and see how that does. Amazing. A little bit off, I would say, maybe in the proportions of it, and I think it was just, yeah, the type that it made sure to exactly use the actual background image. So just be aware that the background image may not be the best. Now, the other feature here is the poses. Last time I didn't have good luck getting this one to work, but let's see if we can make this happen. Let's just do this close-up version of it, and then let's remove that background, or maybe just try a different one, see what happens here. So now we have the outfit, we have the background, we have the pose. So we have 3 different things all under the male. And let's try another look, and then let's hit generate. Okay, so not exactly. I guess it did change the pose. I figured that I was going to mimic and match the proportions here of the actual pose in itself, but it just kind of changed the pose of the model. Again, still keeping the clothing. The background looks a little bit better, more proportionate to the size of the model and everything. But again, I just think that this is such a easy, great tool. There's no prompting here. That's another thing. I don't know if you realize, but there's no prompting at all. We're just selecting our our options, right? Our outfits, what we want to wear, the background, the poses, and then it just does its thing, and it just makes it happen for you, which is pretty cool. And then I will say, for each of the models that you upload, you will have it automatically kind of captures it within that particular model, and it gives you all the options and all the things that you've generated for that particular model. So just know that you have a little bit of history here, and it will kind of keep track of everything, just built in right in here. And then obviously the other thing that I was going to say is, like, you also have female options again for all these. You definitely want to toggle to female if you are using a female model. I did just do a quick test with the female model, just adding some of the clothing that they had in here, just something weird and crazy. And again, it just does such a great job of matching the model. It just got the hair exactly right. The pose was just exactly what she was doing before, but then just completely changed the products based on what I selected here on this end. Again, just such a nice, quick way to generate these model images at a glance. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Christian Pignon. I run Bid Branding with my partner, Aaron Pearson. We're based out of Allen, Texas, and we are a Shopify-focused agency that works exclusively with clothing brands and boutiques. We've helped hundreds of store owners through our agency, through our membership program called the OSO, the Optimized Store Owner, and through this channel right here. So when it comes to what it works and what doesn't work for clothing brands on Shopify, that's literally all we do. Now, why we are making this video: I think AI content tools have exploded, and it feels like every single weekend there is something new coming, dozens of them. And every week someone asks me, Christian, should I be using AI for my product photos? And the honest answer for the last 2 years was like, not really, maybe not. But I feel like the quality maybe wasn't there. There were still a lot of errors and a lot of things that were happening, but maybe the clothes didn't look quite right. The models didn't, the faces just, no. I feel like it wasn't ready, but that has completely changed in 2026. And Higgsfield is one of the reasons why I'm changing that answer. Now, what makes Higgsfield different is that it was built from the ground up for human motion and fabric rendering. So their team comes from computer vision and biomechanics backgrounds. So when you upload a photo of your silk blouse, the AI actually understands how silk drapes, how it catches light, how it moves on a body. That's completely different than typing woman wearing a flowy top, right, to a generic AI tool. And that's why I want to show you those 3 specific clothing brand workflows. Now, strategy 1 is, I think, the quickest win. Strategy 2 is the deep dive that will, I think, blow your mind. Strategy 3 is the one that will save you the most money long term. And hey, if you get value from this, just make sure that you hit subscribe, hit the like button, so other people and other clothing brand owners can see some of these contents as well. So let's start with the fastest, most practical workflow. That's called Fashion Factory. Here's the concept. You essentially just take one product photo. It could be a flat lay, it could be a mannequin shot, it could be even t-shirt on a hanger. And Higgsfield generates a complete set of campaign-ready photo shoot images. We're talking about multiple angles, multiple poses, consistent models, studio quality lighting, everything. So let's go step by step and walk you through how Fashion Factory works. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to higgsfield.ai, and then you're gonna hover over images. You can see they have a ton of different features, and obviously they're just adding new things every single time. So it's just amazing. New models, new features, new like cinema studio, marketing. So they just have a bunch of great stuff in here. So what we're gonna do for this is we're gonna again hover over images, scroll down a little bit, and then you'll see Fashion Factory in here, which will allow us to create fashion sets. So when you click on it for the first time, I think I had this saved as a template. Let me go back one. But the first thing is, like, it lets you select just a quick template. So any of these styles in here, and then you can also just navigate through some of these so you can kind of get an idea of what you're gonna get for those images. So we're gonna do this blue-green gradient option. I think it's a little bit more interesting than just the regular background in here. So let's go with that one. And then on this section, they created the character. This one, it took a little bit. So I will say it took a good 20-25 minutes to do the AI character. Now the AI character, you essentially have to select, I think it's like 20-25 pictures of the same person, and it will do its thing, and it will create essentially your own AI avatar, AI character. So we're going to go with myself, because those are the pictures that I had here on my computer. So we'll go with Christian as the character, the model in here. Then we'll click next, and this is going to generate some variations of myself, or the actual character. So we'll see how this does. All right, so now we have just a few looks in here. Yeah, I don't know if that looks like me, but yeah, you're your worst critic, right? So, but interesting. Okay, so these are variations of the character. So just kind of using my likeness. I guess that's another thing. Like, some pictures I had beard, others I didn't. So it kind of let's just do this first one, and then let's click next. And then in here, we just need to upload our outfit. So we have a quick outfit that we kind of put together here. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. But again, if you have multiple items, and you want to showcase them all within the same model, this would be just a great thing. We'll click generate outfit here. All right, and there we go. We have our background. We have our picture with that model. Yeah, it's the same dude, same glasses and everything. And then we have the outfit in here. You also have the option to add more in terms of clothing items. Or you could even retry to, if you don't like exactly how it looks, or something didn't look exactly like you planned. And then from this, so you create all these little things, and you set it up the way you want it. And after you're satisfied with it, then you click next. And this is where it's going to start generating sort of like the whole photo shoot, which I think it's freaking amazing, because it just brings a sense of, I think, realism, right, that you will be able to use potentially throughout your website, potentially on different ad campaigns, and you get that same look and feel of the model. You still get the same look and feel of the actual product being worn. You get the same background, so you get that full consistency with just a bunch of different poses and a bunch of different angles. And again, it's still the whole process still takes a while, right, to do all these steps. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get something that just looks really crisp, really good for every single one of these poses. And obviously with any of these, and because Higgsfield has so many things to offer, you can do things like animate it, so make it into a video. You can upscale the images if you want to make them bigger. You can download, you can add them to folders to then potentially use them differently here within Higgsfield, or you can just download all of them, which I may, like, obviously this is not a real outfit that we're selling for a client or anything. And this may be just even a good set for the product page. Just product page to showcase just some different types of images. I don't like the background. It doesn't really match the vibe of the of the outfit, but it's just a great tool. Even if you, like, for example, even if you're going to do a real photo shoot, just to get an idea of what the photo shoot may even look like, and that way you can make adjustments to backgrounds, to backdrops, to the model, to, like, just, I mean, the possibilities here are relentless. You can fully use this, or you can even use it as inspiration for your real photo shoot that you're going to do with models. Now, why does Fashion Factory matters? Think about what this actually replaces. A single product photo shoot for your Shopify store with, let's say, one model, one photographer, one studio could run you anywhere from $500 to $2,000. And that's for maybe 10 to 15 final images. With Fashion Factory, you can generate the same output for your entire catalog, every product, every colorway, and you can also generate it with different body types wearing the same garment without booking multiple models. So if size inclusivity, it's something that needs to happen, within your brand, then you can definitely do that with Fashion Factory. And just know that, this is still, I would say, a good 80%. You may still need to regenerate some of these shots, especially for complex prints or maybe multi-layer type outfits. But even looking at that, like, you're looking at a fraction of the cost, right? And a fraction of the time that it would take you if you were to do this in person with models and all that. And by the way, if you're using AI to generate content, but your product pages aren't still converting, the content of them might not be the problem. It's got to be the page. And we got a clothing brand foundation system over at bitbranding.co that actually walks you through the exact framework for building pages that actually sell. There's a link in the description down below. So strategy 2, this is where I think it gets really interesting, especially for content heavy brands. We're gonna be using AI Stylist. This is a tool inside of Higgsfield that lets you upload a photo, choose outfit presets, or build a look kind of like piece by piece, and generate polished, publish ready fashion creatives just on repeat. So think of it like a virtual styling rack where you control the headwear, the outerwear, base layers, pants, footwear, accessories, everything just individually. Or you can actually pick a complete outfit preset if you want to speed up the control. Now, most clothing brands I work with are stuck in one of two places. They're either spending way too much on content production, or they're not producing enough content because it's just too expensive. And I think AI stylists solve both problems. You're not just generating random fashion images, you're actually exploring different silhouettes, color directions, styling themes that can actually inform your maybe next real photo shoot, right? Your next product drop and your next ad campaign. It's actually, to me, like a little content engine and a little even creative research tool all in one, which is pretty cool. Quick pause. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, I see the potential, but I actually need help implementing this for my brand, that's exactly what we do. We offer a free 45-minute strategy call where we look at everything and we map out exactly what's working and what needs to change. There's a link in the description and you can book it before slots fill in. They do fill in pretty quickly. So, all right, this is a big one. This is the workflow that I think separates brands that are just dabbling in AI versus the ones that I think are using AI to build a real competitive advantage. And we're talking about video lookbooks. And I think here's the reality, like video converts better than static images. Like every platform, literally every social media platform is prioritizing video. Your product pages with video get higher engagement, higher time on the site, and higher conversion rates. But I think most clothing brands either can't afford to shoot video for every single product, and that's the problem that Higgsfield was literally built to solve. So let's see how this works. Now for this next one, we're gonna do something crazy here. We're gonna use their new marketing studio feature. This is pretty nutty here. So this will literally turn any product into a video ad. So we're gonna try this across a couple of formats, just to kind of give you some ideas on how this could look for your brand. We're actually gonna use a product from our good friends at Brisket Supply. They have these awesome sort of like outdoor gloves with USA patchwork on them. So I'm gonna copy this URL. So I'm not even gonna upload any images here. I'm gonna copy that URL. We're gonna add product, and then we're just gonna paste the URL in here and hit enter. And there we go. Now we can select our product, and then we're gonna do our avatar next. I think for this, obviously you can always create your own avatar, but I'm gonna go ahead and just pick an avatar from here. These all look just so stylish for the type of product that we have here. So but we're doing this live, so we're gonna test this. Let's find some kind of dude in here that maybe looks like he could maybe do some stuff outside. Let's go ahead with this guy here, and then let me just double check here. Okay, so we do have anything that we have uploaded. See all my crazy images in there. Image generation elements, which okay, so we could use a AI character that we've created, which is great. And then in here we can also give it a prompt. I don't know if I want to get creative here or just give it something simple. Let's give it something simple, just to see this first set. And then along with this too, we can do UGC, product review, pro virtual try on, advanced virtual try. I think I'm gonna go with this one, just to see what I think. For me, this would be like pushing the envelope, really. Obviously, I would love to see how these actually sound, but I want to do this pro virtual try on. It's kind of like our first first test. And then as far as the product, let me just kind of say again something simple, just like outdoor scene with friends, maybe camping, greenery. Let's do maybe a fire pit, tents. Let's try again. This is very very crude, I would say, so it's not very specific. But let's hit generate. This does cost 32 credits if you are curious. But let's hit generate and see what we come up with here for this one. All right, here we go. I will say this looks like this is the first. I'm watching it with you guys here the first time. Interesting. Nice. Okay. Not a lot of glove action. Okay. It was short, sweet. I think it did my actual prompt itself. It took a lot of inspiration from what I said, which is great. I mean, hmm, hmm. I like it. Does this have it? No, it doesn't have any audio. Does it change voice? Oh wait, hold on. Does it? Nothing is coming through here. No. I wonder if it's just the fact that I didn't give it the prompt with the audio on what to actually say. Um, but I mean, quality wise, this looks kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, does it look AI? I think so, a little bit, yeah. Now let's try some of the other things here. Instead of the virtual pro try on, just super curious on maybe more of the product review. Let's see if we can keep keep everything here the same in terms of the scenery and what I want. Again, I'm not sure if I need to. This doesn't give us a lot of good instructions, but I don't know if I need to actually give it exactly what to say. Let's just try this out and see what happens, and then we may do another one with just outlining location and outlining what the person is actually saying within here. I just want to see what it does and how much we actually have to actually use the prompt, because every other tool that I've shown you is very much like you just plug in your stuff and they'll take care of it. But this one seems like you have to actually use the prompting a little bit more. But let's test it. All right, so we have our second test here. Let's see how this. Much better. Okay, now you're going crazy. Oh, actually, I just saw the hand. So it's like the first time around, you look at it and you're like, okay, but then second round, you see the little things that you're like, oh, why is the hand? You put the hand inside the glove and then you see it outside. So yeah, not entirely perfect. Okay. Now I do want to. I love the background. I love the setting of it. It's actually using that avatar, that same model, which is awesome. I still don't hear any audio here. Let me open it up here, and oh, I know what it is. Here we go.
Insulated, rugged, and warm. These USA gloves keep my hands comfy while grabbing firewood. Insulated, rugged.
Okay, let me see this first one. It just has special effects. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so not 100% ready for production, I would say. Now, I do have an actual prompt, so I just went to Claude and I just like, hey, give me something simple for an 8-second video. Just this more would be more of that product review. Let me maybe do more of the UGC just to kind of see something different here. Still 8 seconds, but now with an actual legit prompt. Again, directly from Claude. I just gave Claude the actual URL and I just said, I need a UGC video, 8 seconds long. It's for Higgsfield. We're testing this and just give me something good. So again, we're going to keep the same avatar. We're going to keep the product. We changed the setting now to UGC, and then we have an actual legitimate prompt in here. So let's see how this one does. All right, this looks promising.
Okay, these Brisket Supply USA gloves are unreal. Leather palm, insulated, and they actually fit over my jacket sleeve. Been wearing them all weekend and my hands are toasty. Plus, they just look sick. Okay, these Brisket Supply USA gloves are unreal.
Come on. Okay, so we already know. There we go. Doing a full prompt will definitely give you way better results. Although I will say, isn't this Detroit? And then we got Detroit and Boston. That's the only thing. I don't think that was I don't think that was in the prompt. Let me double check this. Yeah, no, baseball cap and the navy puffer jacket. But maybe we need to specify what teams, because there's a, let's say maybe he's from a divided house. Let's just go with that. But okay, that's really good. And I honestly, like, again, this is like one of those things where experimentation is going to be your best friend here, and obviously this costs a lot of credits, so it's not free to experiment. But now like now you have a pretty good idea of some of the examples and some of the things that you can generate with Marketing Studio. Obviously, prompting and having very detailed prompts will give you way better results than not prompting. So if you want all these things to happen in a way where it actually showcases your product in the actual the way that you want it, and say the things that you actually want to say, then absolutely use the actual detailed prompt. But to me, I'm blown away with what I've seen so far in here. Again, I think Higgsfield just keeps pushing the envelope, right, on what's possible. But all this new video format, yeah, this is next level. Now remember, traditional video lookbook for, let's say, a 20-piece collection, we're literally talking about a $10,000, maybe $20,000 production cost, 2 to 4 weeks of turnaround. That's just one body type, right? But Higgsfield video lookbook for a 20-piece collection, you're looking at the creator plan right now is around $50 a month, built annually, and you can get every product, every colorway, multiple body types, delivered in days, maybe even less, and it's absolutely amazing. This is not just like a small little optimization. This could completely change the way that your business is run, and like I said, the conversion on your whole business will improve dramatically. Now, once you have these videos, you may be asking, like, where do I use these videos? You can use them everywhere. We're talking about product pages on Shopify. You can literally embed them directly as product media. So you can have a few images, and then you can have a video mixed in with those photos. At this point, I think every single theme on Shopify supports that. Trust me, your conversion rate will thank you. You can use them for social media, TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts. The clips are already in the right format. You can also use them for paid ads. Use that to your hero creative for Meta or TikTok campaigns. You can test 5 variations instead of gambling in just one very expensive shoot. And I would say, like, I think some people do some really cool things with mixing some of the AI stuff with some real life actual videos that they've taken. And you can do some very realistic looking things when you sort of mix and match both. Obviously, email campaigns, you can turn some of these videos into GIFs or link to videos for maybe new collection launches, etc. The possibilities are endless, and you can literally use them pretty much everywhere. All right, so let's recap. Strategy 1, Fashion Factory. You can take your existing product photos, generate complete photo shoot sets in minutes, literally fastest win. Strategy 2 would be the AI stylist. You can build a repeatable content engine for weekly lookbooks, carousel, social content, research. I think that's just consistency at scale right there. And then strategy 3 is video lookbooks. You can generate actual video of AI models wearing your real products. I think this is the biggest competitive advantage right now that you can build with AI. And I think the brands that figure this out early are going to have a massive content advantage over the next 12 months. And the tools are good enough right now to start, and in 12 months, it's going to be even better. So you'll have the knowledge and the know-how on how this actually works, right? And you'll be even better by then, trust me. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing it now. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. We drop Shopify content and marketing content for clothing brands every single week. All right, I'll see you in the next one.